The void of space was silent, but Earth was not. For years, humanity had watched the galaxy with careful eyes, knowing that the stars were full of enemies who underestimated them. In a hidden command center deep beneath the surface, Earth's leaders gathered, their faces lit by the glow of countless holographic screens. Admiral Kira Dane stood at the center, her voice calm but full of authority. "They think we are weak," she said, her hand tracing the lines of alien systems on the display. "They think we will bend, we will kneel. But they are wrong. It is time for them to see the truth." In the far reaches of the galaxy, alien fleets were preparing for another wave of conquest. Believing Earth was an easy target, they laughed at messages sent from Earth in the past, mocking the warnings as desperate cries of a small planet. But this time, Earth's message was different. It was not a cry, it was a declaration, a promise, a final warning. The broadcast began, its signal jumping faster than light, spreading through every known sector. A calm yet powerful voice echoed across the void. "You made your choice. You challenged humanity. Now face the consequences." Alien commanders paused as the words reached them. Some laughed nervously, thinking it was another bluff. Others felt a strange chill, a whisper in the back of their minds warning them that humanity had grown beyond their understanding. On Earth, massive shipyards were hidden beneath oceans and deserts, warships of every size being prepared in secret. They were unlike anything the galaxy had seen. Massive hulls shimmering with new technology, weapons ready to strike with unmatched precision, pilots trained in simulators, crews drilled over and over, every move calculated, every possible scenario considered. No one on Earth spoke of fear, for fear had no place in the hearts of those who had waited for this moment. The first scouts of the alien fleet approached the edge of the solar system, their sensors picking up signals of activity. They sent small reconnaissance ships, expecting minimal resistance, but the moment they entered Earth's detection zone, the first surprise came. Missiles faster than thought possible tore through the void, striking alien ships before they could react. The galaxy watched silently as a single human vessel destroyed an entire squadron, its precision leaving no room for doubt. Back on Earth, scientists monitored the results with pride and relief. Every test, every calculation, every hidden weapon had been prepared for this exact moment. Humanity had learned from the mistakes of the past, and now they were ready to take control. Even the youngest pilots, barely old enough to vote, handled their ships with skill that surprised even the seasoned commanders. The alien leaders convened in panic, their arrogance shattered. "How is this possible?" one cried, his scales shimmering with fear. They were supposed to be weak, defenseless, easy prey, yet they move with precision, with strategy, another added. Debate turned to anger, anger to fear, and fear to desperate plans. They had underestimated humans, and underestimating humanity was a mistake that could cost entire civilizations. On Earth, Admiral Dane watched the reports come in, her face a mask of calm. "Let them come," she said, her eyes reflecting the lights of the holographic fleet. "They will see that humans do not wait for war to find them. We create it, and when we act with full force." Every soldier, every engineer, every pilot knew their place, their duty, their purpose. The planet had become a fortress, not only of steel and fire, but of intelligence, courage, and unity. The first transmission had done its job. The galaxy had seen Earth's message. Some fled in fear, others rallied. Their forces, but all knew that the small blue planet was no longer defenseless. Even in distant systems, whispers of humanity's power began to spread, the stories growing with each retelling. Earth had spoken, and now the galaxy had no choice but to face the consequences. The camera inside the command center focused on Admiral Dane as she gave the final order. "Prepare the fleet, synchronize all systems, and be ready to strike at first contact," she commanded. Outside, the stars sparkled peacefully, as if mocking the approaching chaos. But beneath that calm, humanity's hidden power waited, silent and patient, ready to awaken. The countdown had begun, and the galaxy would soon learn that when humans say a warning, it is never empty. The stars above seemed calm, but the void held secrets that no alien could imagine. Earth's hidden shipyards, buried beneath oceans and deserts, hummed with life, each vessel a masterpiece of human engineering. From colossal warships that could crush entire fleets to smaller, agile strike craft designed for speed and surprise, Humanity had prepared for this day for decades. Admiral Kira Dane walked among the command stations, her eyes scanning the holographic displays, every system alive with motion and calculation. Activate stealth shields on the outer fleet, she ordered. Ensure the new plasma cannons are synchronized, and prepare the drone swarms for deployment. Her voice carried calm authority, yet beneath it, a promise of wrath. Every officer knew that the galaxy had mocked them for too long, and now Earth would show its true power. In the alien command hub, panic spread like wildfire. Reports arrived of unknown signals, strange movements near the edge of their territory. Alien commanders argued fiercely, their arrogance cracking. They cannot have built so much, one hissed. They are too small, too insignificant, and yet something moves. Something we do not understand, another replied. Fear began to replace their confidence, a feeling alien to them, for they were used to victory before battle began. Meanwhile, Earth's fleet moved silently, unseen by most sensors, cloaked in technology that the galaxy had never encountered. Every pilot and crew member knew their part, each ship a gear and a machine designed for perfection. Simulated battles had prepared them for every maneuver, every attack, every unexpected move. And now, the simulations were real, the stakes higher than ever before. The first encounter came suddenly, without warning. A lone alien reconnaissance ship slipped through the outer patrols, curious and arrogant. It approached Earth's sector, confident that no human weapon could harm it. Then, without hesitation, the stealth drone swarm struck. Missiles and plasma beams tore through the alien vessel, leaving it shredded in the void. The message was clear. Humanity was no longer defenseless. The galaxy was not safe. Back in the alien fleet, disbelief turned to alarm. How did they do this? One commander demanded. They were supposed to be weak, easy prey, yet they strike with precision, with intelligence, with force. Alien leaders scrambled, trying to coordinate their response, but confusion and fear had spread faster than any signal. They were facing a planet that had hidden a power far beyond their reckoning, a power that would change the rules of the galaxy. On Earth, Admiral Dane watched the destruction of the alien scout with a quiet satisfaction. This is only the beginning, she said. Let them see what humanity is capable of. Let them realize that we are not a species to be mocked or underestimated. The human fleet surged forward in perfect formation, each vessel maintaining stealth until the moment it was needed. The galaxy was about to witness a power it could never ignore. In the farthest reaches of known space, whispers of Earth's hidden sea. Strength began to spread. Civilizations that had never seen humans feared the stories, rumors of fleets that appeared from nowhere, weapons beyond imagination, and strategies that outmatched the most cunning alien minds. Some fleets considered retreat, others debated alliances, but all knew one truth. Earth was no longer a small blue planet. It was a force that demanded attention. The aliens who had laughed at Earth now trembled at the thought of facing its hidden arsenal. And then came the first major challenge. A massive alien warship, unlike any seen before, approached the outer solar system, its weapons ready to fire. Human fleets held their ground, cloaked and hidden, waiting for the perfect moment. Admiral Dane's hand hovered over the command panel, ready to give the signal. The galaxy held its breath as silence fell before a sudden flash of plasma tore through the void, destroying the warship in a brilliant display of human technology. Shockwaves rippled across alien communications, fear spreading like wildfire. The message was now unmistakable. Humanity was awake, ready, and united. No longer the weak planet the galaxy had mocked. Earth had become a fortress, a weapon, a force that could strike with precision and power. And in the hearts of humans, there was no hesitation, only determination. They would not wait for war to come to them. They would shape it, control it, and ensure that the galaxy understood the wrath of humanity. The final warning had been delivered, but the true battle had only just begun. Alien leaders knew they faced an enemy that would not be defeated easily. Humanity had hidden its strength long enough, and now the galaxy would feel the full weight of its power. News of Earth's hidden fleet spread faster than light, traveling across sectors, systems, and star clusters. Alien civilizations that had never feared humans before now shivered at whispers of a planet that could strike with unmatched force. Panic spread among the ruling alien councils, their arrogance shattered by a species they had once mocked. "What is this?" one alien general hissed, his claws trembling over the command console. "They hide weapons we cannot even imagine. Their fleets move with perfect precision, and they strike without warning." In distant star systems, allied alien fleets began to convene, debating whether to flee, fight, or negotiate. Some thought retreat would save them. Others argued for overwhelming force, but all were plagued by the same fear. Humans were not what they had believed. Even those who had claimed to study Earth carefully admitted they had underestimated a planet that now seemed to move like a single, unstoppable mind. On Earth, Admiral Kira Dane watched the galaxy's reaction unfold through the sensors, her calm presence radiating authority. "Let them come together," she said to her officers. "The more they unite, the easier they will be to divide, and the more they show their fear, the stronger we appear." Every ship in the fleet waited in perfect formation, cloaked from view, engines silent, weapons primed. For the first time, humanity had become the hunter, and the galaxy the prey. Suddenly, alien scouts were spotted at the edge of the solar system, larger than before, armed with devastating weaponry. A council of alien warlords had formed, a coalition that believed sheer numbers would overwhelm Earth's defenses. They moved like predators, confident in their superiority, yet unaware of the hidden traps that lay in wait. Humanity's intelligence networks had anticipated their strategies, calculating each possible move and preparing counters in advance. The first strike came unexpectedly. A squadron of alien warships fired at an unmarked point in space. Human stealth ships shifted positions instantly, evading attack, and countermeasures deployed with precision that left alien sensors confused, missiles that could track through seas. Multiple fields of energy tore into the enemy formation. Explosions lit up the darkness of space as alien ships were shredded before they could even react. The galaxy watched in stunned silence, unable to believe that a single planet could move with such skill, strategy, and power. Alien leaders erupted in argument, blaming one another for failures, their unity crumbling as fear took hold. "They are too strong," one shouted, scales flashing with anger and panic. "They think like us. Yet they are smarter, faster, and more precise. How is this possible?" Doubt spread among their ranks, and hesitation became their enemy. Every second wasted was a chance for humanity to strike again, to show that no power in the galaxy could rival them. On Earth, the final preparations for full engagement were underway. Energy shields shimmered around massive battleships, drones buzzed silently in formation, and hidden superweapons charged in secret chambers. Every human knew their role, every officer their responsibility. The planet was alive with strategy and purpose, a living force that had grown strong in the shadows, waiting for this very moment. A tense silence settled over the galaxy, as if the stars themselves were holding their breath. Alien fleets paused, unsure of their next move, and for a brief moment, the balance of power shifted entirely to Earth. Then, a single human warship launched a probe toward the alien council, broadcasting a simple, chilling message. "You underestimated us. You ignored our warnings. Now you will learn the consequences of your choice." The message sent shockwaves through the alien ranks, hesitation spreading like fire through dry grass. Some fleets faltered, others retreated, but all knew that the humans had changed the rules of war. No longer a small planet to be conquered, Earth had become a force that the galaxy could not ignore. And yet, even in this moment of power, humanity prepared for what was coming next, for the real battle had not yet begun, and the galaxy would soon see the full wrath of a united, intelligent, and unstoppable species. Admiral Dane looked at the rising tension across the holographic displays, her eyes calm. "They think fear will stop us," she said quietly. "But fear only makes us stronger, more precise, and more determined." The countdown to the full engagement had begun, and the galaxy for the first time realized that humanity was no longer hiding, no longer begging for peace, and no longer to be underestimated. The stars were quiet, but beneath the calm, Earth's fleet stirred with deadly precision. Every vessel glimmered under cloaking fields, weapons charged, engines ready, pilots poised. Admiral Kira Dane stood at the center of the command bridge, her hands resting on the holographic display. She surveyed the alien fleets that had gathered at the edge of the solar system, arrogant in their numbers, unaware of the storm about to strike. "Begin the strike," she commanded, her voice calm. The fleet surged forward silently, emerging from cloaking fields like shadows. Alien scouts were the first to fall, their sensors overwhelmed before they could even warn their leaders. Missiles streaked across space. Plasma beams sliced through enemy hulls, and drones swarmed in patterns that alien minds could not anticipate. Shock rippled through the alien command as the first wave of Earth's fleet destroyed entire squadrons in moments. "Impossible!" one alien general shouted, claws trembling over his console. "They should not be able to do this. They are only one planet." The human ships moved as one, coordinated and precise, a symphony of destruction designed to overwhelm and confuse. Every attack was calculated, every strike timed perfectly, leaving alien forces disoriented and terrified. On Earth, scientists monitored the progress, a mix of pride and determination in their eyes. Every simulation they had run was unfolding exactly as planned. Yet the real battle was even more beautiful in its precision. Pilots shouted over comms, but their voices were calm, confident, and resolute. They had trained for this day, and now they were showing the galaxy what humanity had become. The aliens scrambled, trying to retaliate, but hesitation had already spread among them. Fleets argued with one another, conflicting commands slowing their response. Humans exploited every weakness, striking with speed and intelligence that no alien commander had anticipated. Massive warships fired broadside salvos, targeting command centers and power cores. Smaller strike craft danced through debris and fire, disabling weapons and shields with pinpoint accuracy. Even the bravest alien pilots faltered, witnessing humans move with precision that seemed impossible. Their numbers were great, but their coordination was weak, and they could not match the unity of Earth's fleet. Every attack told a story of intelligence, strategy, and courage. Humanity had waited long, trained hard, and now they were unstoppable. Then came the first superweapon, hidden deep within an alien battleship. A beam of pure energy shot toward Earth, capable of obliterating entire cities. The human fleet reacted instantly, launching intercept drones and countermeasures. Missiles collided with the energy beam, shattering it into harmless fragments before it could reach the planet. The aliens could not believe it. Their most powerful weapon destroyed before it even fired fully. Admiral Dane's eyes glimmered with satisfaction. "They still do not understand," she murmured. "The galaxy thought they could threaten us, but they were wrong. And now they will learn the cost of their arrogance." Every ship in Earth's fleet moved as one, each strike designed to incapacitate the enemy and demonstrate control. The galaxy watched in stunned silence, witnessing a species that had risen from a single blue planet to become the most precise and powerful force it had ever encountered. Alien leaders panicked, realizing numbers and brute force would not win this war. They debated retreat. But Earth's fleet anticipated even that, cutting off escape routes with hidden star blockers and orbital mines. Fear spread across alien fleets like wildfire, their arrogance completely replaced with terror. And in the heart of the human command center, a single thought dominated. Humanity would strike first, strike hard, and never relent. The first day of the war ended with the alien coalition broken and scattered. Earth's fleet withdrew to safety, leaving devastation in their wake. Every surviving alien knew that humans were not just warriors, they were strategists, engineers, and masters of war, and the galaxy now understood a truth it could not ignore. Humanity had risen, and when humans acted, even the stars trembled. As the sun set over Earth, Admiral Dane looked out at the planet she had sworn to protect. The victory was only the beginning, the real battle had just started. And somewhere in the galaxy, alien leaders would be counting the cost of underestimating a species they had once mocked. For humanity had struck first, and the universe would never be the same again. The galaxy trembled as news of Earth's first strike spread. Alien fleets reeled from the unexpected power and precision of human tactics, but one threat remained, one weapon so devastating that even the bravest alien leaders had relied on it to win the war. The superweapon, hidden deep within the heart of the alien coalition, charged silently, its energy capable of destroying entire planets. Alien commanders watched anxiously, their claws trembling over control panels, hoping their calculations would hold. On Earth, Admiral Kira Dane studied the alien superweapon with a calm intensity, Sensors and intelligence reports revealed its location, its firing patterns, and its weaknesses. "This is the moment we've prepared for," she said quietly. "Every pilot, every engineer, every crew member, today we show the galaxy the power of humanity." Human fleets advanced carefully, using stealth and diversion to confuse the alien forces. Small strike teams approached from multiple angles, drawing enemy attention while the main fleet prepared its secret weapon. The first shots were fired not at the superweapon itself, but at its defenses, disabling shields and cutting power lines. Alien commanders shouted orders, but their communication lines were jammed, their formations falling apart. Panic spread as human precision strikes tore through the alien ranks one by one. The superweapon fired its first beam, a blinding stream of energy racing through space toward Earth. Human countermeasures activated instantly, drones intercepting the beam, missiles colliding with it in midair, plasma shields flared, absorbing the energy and dispersing it harmlessly. Even alien scientists watched in disbelief, unable to comprehend the speed and efficiency of the human response. Then came the true plan, hidden until now. A squadron of the fastest human strike craft, equipped with prototype weapons, zipped through enemy lines, weaving between explosions and debris. They reached the core of the superweapon, deploying magnetic disruptors and energy scramblers. Alarms blared across the alien fleet as the superweapon sputtered, sparks flying from its massive core. Seconds later, it exploded in a controlled chain reaction, sending fragments scattering into the void. The galaxy had never seen such a sight, a superweapon of unimaginable power neutralized by a single planet. Alien leaders screamed in rage and fear, their plans crumbling before their eyes. "They cannot be defeated," one cried, scales flashing with panic. "They are only one planet, yet they destroy what we built for generations," another wailed. Earth's fleet pulled back, observing the chaos, ready to strike again if needed. Humanity had not only survived the superweapon, he had turned it into proof of their dominance. Even as the battle raged, human crews remained calm, disciplined, and united. Every pilot knew their role, every engineer monitored systems with care. The planet had prepared for this moment for decades, and now every simulation and strategy had been tested and proven. Alien fleets were scattered, their superweapon gone, and their morale shattered. The galaxy now understood something terrifying. Humanity was not only strong, it was intelligent, strategic, and unstoppable. Admiral Dane watched the displays, a small smile playing at her lips. "They thought a superweapon could end us," she said quietly. "But humans do not wait for threats to destroy us. We destroy the threats first." She turned to her officers, giving orders to reorganize the fleet, prepare for the next wave, and ensure that no alien could recover. The first decisive battle had been won, but the war was far from over, and the galaxy would never again underestimate Earth. And somewhere in the darkness of space, the surviving alien leaders whispered among themselves. Fear had replaced arrogance, doubt had replaced confidence. They had seen the true power of humanity, a force that could destroy their greatest creations and still remain calm. The countdown to humanity's next strike had already begun, and the universe held its breath, for the full wrath of Earth had only just begun. And no power in the galaxy could stand against a united, intelligent, and unstoppable species. The remnants of the alien fleets floated in disarray, scattered across the void, their arrogance shattered, their confidence gone. They had underestimated a species they thought was small and weak. But humanity was far from finished. Admiral Kira Dane watched the holographic displays, her eyes calm, calculating every movement, every possible threat. "Prepare the full assault," she commented. "Dead, the galaxy has seen our strength, now they will feel it." From hidden docks on Earth, massive warships emerged, shimmering with power, cloaked until the very moment they fired. Strike craft and drone swarms moved with deadly precision, weaving through debris and fire. Alien ships attempted to regroup, but confusion and fear slowed every command. Humanity's strategies exploited every weakness, every hesitation, every flaw in alien formations. The first wave of human attacks tore through the alien lines, explosions lighting the darkness of space. Even the most confident alien commanders faltered, their weapons misfiring, shields collapsing under coordinated human strikes. Every ship, every crew member knew their role, each move calculated and synchronized. The aliens had thought they could survive with numbers, but numbers without discipline, without strategy, were meaningless. In the heart of the battle, a massive alien dreadnought tried to rally the surviving forces. It fired volleys of plasma, energy beams cutting through space aiming to scatter Earth's fleet. But humanity's countermeasures were ready, intercept drones neutralizing every shot, shields absorbing every blow. Strike squadrons darted in and out of the enemy lines, targeting command centers, crippling engines, and leaving alien crews in chaos. Alien leaders screamed over their comms, realizing the fight was lost. They are everywhere. They see everything. They are not just strong, they are unstoppable, one cried. Fear replaced strategy and desperation took hold. Even their most advanced tactics failed against the coordination, intelligence, and precision of human forces. On Earth, Admiral Dane gave a single order. Deploy the orbital disruptors, she said. Hidden in secret stations, massive weapons powered up, sending waves of energy that disabled entire alien fleets. Communication lines were cut, shields collapsed, and alien ships drifted helplessly through space. The galaxy watched in awe and fear as humans systematically dismantled forces that had ruled sectors for centuries. Humanity's wrath was precise, not reckless. Every attack served a purpose, every victory built on intelligence and strategy. They did not kill blindly, they destroyed only what threatened them. Alien civilizations learned too late that underestimating humans was fatal, and in every corner of the galaxy, whispers spread of a species that could not be defeated. A species united by courage, intelligence, and resolve. Even as alien fleets crumbled, Earth's forces remained calm, disciplined, and unyielding. Pilots cheered quietly as enemy vessels were destroyed. Engineers monitored every system with perfection. The planet had become a fortress and a weapon, a single unified force moving through the galaxy with unstoppable power. Admiral Dane looked at the displays one last time. They thought they could challenge us, she said softly. But we are humanity, and we do not kneel, we do not beg, we do not wait for war to come to us. We create it, control it, and end it on our terms. The galaxy would remember this moment forever. Every alien commander knew the truth. Humanity had risen, and nothing could stop them. Yet even in victory, there was awareness. Humanity's full power had been displayed, but lessons had been learned, strategies perfected. The final confrontation was near, and the galaxy had no choice but to acknowledge the unstoppable force that Earth had become. For when humans struck with their full wrath, even the stars seemed to shake, and the surviving alien leaders would live with the memory of the day humanity showed the universe that it was no longer to be underestimated. The galaxy held its breath, the remnants of alien fleets scattered and trembling. Every civilization that had once mocked Earth now watched in silent awe, fearing what they had once ignored. On the bridge of the flagship, Admiral Kira Dane stood tall, her eyes scanning the void. The time has come, she said quietly. Humanity will deliver its final message, and the galaxy will never forget it. Earth's fleet moved as one, each ship a symbol of strength, discipline, and unity. Drones swarmed through enemy lines, disabling weapons, intercepting communications, and ensuring no alien could mount a counterattack. Massive warships, gleaming with new technology, flared their shields and opened fire only on targets that threatened humanity directly. Every strike was precise, calculated to demonstrate power without unnecessary destruction. The aliens realized too late that the humans were not just warriors. They were masters of strategy, intelligence, and foresight. In alien command hubs, panic was absolute. Leaders shouted, clawed, and argued, their arrogance completely shattered. How can one planet be this strong, one cried. They must be more than we imagined. They must have powers we cannot even comprehend, another whispered. Fear had replaced pride, desperation had replaced strategy, and chaos ruled their ranks. Admiral Dane activated the final stage of Earth's plan, the Galactic signal, a broadcast that reached every sector, every fleet, every civilization. Her calm voice carried across the stars, powerful yet deliberate. You have seen our strength, you have felt our precision, you have witnessed our wrath. This is humanity's final warning. Any who challenge us, any who threaten peace and unity, will face consequences beyond your imagination. Alien leaders froze, their entire fleets shaking under the weight of the declaration. Even those who had survived the battles could not escape the truth. Earth was no longer a planet to conquer, it was a force to respect, fear, and acknowledge. The surviving alien fleets, broken and leaderless, slowly surrendered, sending signals of truce, ships powered down, weapons disabled, and the galaxy watched in stunned silence. For the first time, humans had achieved not just victory, but total dominance without annihilation. Mercy and power combined, showing the galaxy that humanity was not only unstoppable, but wise, strategic, and united. Admiral Dane looked over the displays, her voice steady. We fight to protect, we strike to defend, and we lead with intelligence, courage, and unity. Let this day mark the rise of humanity as the galaxy's new power, the species that will never be ignored again. Across the stars, whispers of Earth's might spread faster than any fleet. Stories of the human fleet, the superweapon defeat, and the final judgment traveled from system to system. Every alien civilization now knew the truth. Humanity had risen, unstoppable and united. Even in the aftermath, Earth did not boast, did not gloat. Ships returned to hidden docks, crews celebrated quietly, and leaders reflected on lessons learned. Humanity had struck decisively, taught the galaxy a lesson, and shown that intelligence, courage, and unity were the greatest weapons of all. The stars themselves seemed to recognize the shift, as if the universe had acknowledged the rise of a species that would shape its future, and somewhere far beyond the edge of known space, whispers of future threats began to stir. But Earth, united and powerful, stood ready, prepared for any challenge, for the galaxy had learned an unbreakable truth. Humans do not wait, they do not beg, they do not surrender, and when humanity acts, even the stars tremble. The final message had been delivered, the last battle won, and the galaxy would never forget the day humanity showed its true power. Earth had risen, the galaxy had bowed, and the future belonged to humans. For they were strong, intelligent, united, and unstoppable. And from that moment on, every civilization knew that to challenge humanity was to face consequences beyond imagination.